So welcome friends. So today we are going to see some Python programs of introduction to Python programming. Okay. So these are the most important programs whose probability to come in exam is very high. So let us start with the first program, that is develop a Python program to calculate the area of a rectangle and triangle and then print the result. Okay. So it's a quite simple program where you have to take the length, breadth of the first rectangle and then base height of the this triangle. And for this rectangle you have and formula of length into breadth that you are storing in rectangular area, and further you have to print that area. Okay, so for this triangle you have formula 0.5 into base into height and then print the triangle area. Okay, so it's simple, just see. And the second one is write a Python program and check whether the number is even or odd. Okay, so let us see. So number is equals to int input internal number. If that number divisible by 2 equal to 0, that leaves no remainder, so that is even number, and else the number is odd. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, so let's see the third one. Develop a Python program to generate Fibonacci sequence of length n, read n from the console. Okay, so what is Fibonacci sequence? It's a sequence in which the sum of previous two numbers is the next number. Okay, so one one, it always start with 1 1 and then 2. See, this sum of this 1 1 is 2, and this sum of 2 and 1 is 3, and the sum of 2 3 and 2 is 5. So this is the Fibonacci number. Okay, so see, and now how to print it. N is equals to input enter the length of Fibonacci sequence. A B is equals to 0 and 1. You are initializing A and B default value, that is 0 and 1. Okay, so like see, print Fibonacci sequence for dash in range n, or whatever you can take here. Print A and equal to this space. Okay, A B is equals to B A plus B. Okay, so what it will do, it will if you give here the sequence as 7, so for this dash in that range 7 up to 7, it will print that A. Okay, that this will print 0 and n is equals to this space. Okay, and this A B is equals to B A plus B, like A equal to B and B equal to A plus B. So the first number will be B and the second number will be A plus B, that is the sum of previous one number. So the sequence you will get is this. Okay, so let's say the fourth one. Write a Python program to check whether the given number is positive, negative or 0. It's quite simple. Let's have a number is equals to float, input the internal number. If number is greater than 0, we have to print the number is positive. If number is less than 0, we have to print negative, and else you have to print it's 0. Okay, so just see it, it's simple. And let's move to the second module, in which we are having develop a Python program to swap two numbers without using intermediate variable. That we don't have to use temp variable over here, and prompt the user for input. Okay, so let's take A and B value from the user. Okay, now print before swapping A equal to A, B equal to B by using formatted input F. Okay, A equal to A plus B. This is the swapping without intermediate variable using arithmetic. Okay, so see here, A equal to A plus B, B equal to A minus B, and A equal to A minus B. See what is happening. The first number is A, the second number is B, and see, A equal to A plus B, like first number plus second number, that is equal to A. We are giving it to A. So let's see here the A. B equal to A minus B, sum here B. This B equal to this B minus A, that is equal to B. Okay, and now again we are changing this A to this A minus B, like whatever the value of A minus B is, now we are changing to A. So basically we are just swapped the value, because this the difference of these two numbers will be the B, and the difference again, whatever the updated value is, and this A B, the difference of these two values will be the A. Okay, so like this the value swapped into the Python. Okay, so just after the swapping you have to print the value of A and the value of B. Okay, so this is also a simple question. So let's move to the third question, that is third module. Develop a Python code to determine whether the given string is palindrome or not a palindrome. Okay, so palindrome number is the number which you read from forward or backward backward, it pronounced the same. Okay, so madam is a palindrome number, so likewise you have to see. Okay, so just see, text is equals to input string, enter a string, clean is equals to text dot replace, that you have to replace this gap with this one, means it should not have any gap. Okay, so dot lower, or then you have to lower it. If it is containing the uppercase, then you have to convert it to lowercase. Okay, check if palindrome, this is for code readability. Okay, we are increasing the readability of code so that it won't get any error. Okay, so now if clean equal to clean colon minus 1, this is for the reverse, for checking the reverse. Okay, you all might be familiar with this colon minus 1, it will reverse the string. Okay, so check the string by this method. Okay, then print the string is palindrome if it is true. If it is false, then string is not a palindrome. Okay, so I hope you get my point. Check with two strings. Now move to the second question. Develop a program to print the frequency of each digit with suitable example. We have to check the frequency of each digit in a number. Okay, so let's see. Enter a number, frequency is equals to empty dictionary. Okay, for digit in number, that is digit in number, if digit dot is digit, that ensure it's a digit. Okay, frequency of that digit is equals to frequency dot get digit 01, that is initializes with 0 and plus 1, that increment with 1. Okay, so see, print digit frequency for digit count, both digit and count, it's a dictionary, so first will be the digit colon count. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, so it will be stored in a dictionary like this, digit and count. In stored frequency dot items, print digit occurs count at times. Okay, so let's see. Enter a number. Here is the number. 1 occurs 2 times, 2 occurs 2 times, 3 occurs 2 times, 4 occurs 2 times, 5 occurs 2 times, everything occurs 2 times. Okay, so let's see. 0 occurs 2 times. This is the output, and how it comes? By this method, by this logic. Okay, so just see it once. Let's move to the fourth module and develop a program with the function name divx with takes two parameters a, b and returns a value c equal to a dividend b. Write a suitable assertion for a greater than 0, assertion for a greater than 0 in function divx, and raise an exception for b equal to 0. Okay, we have to raise an assertion for a equal to 0. A is greater than 0, that is, if a is less than 0, then you have to assert it. Okay, and exception for b equal to 0. Okay, so let's see. We have to make this function divx. Okay, with two parameters. Okay, it's given in question. We have to assert a greater than 0. It's also given in question. Okay, so if b equal to 0, we have to check, like b equal to 0, we have to raise 0 division error. It's given in question. Raise an exception when b equal to 0. Okay, so if b equal to 0, raise 0 division error and print this message: division by 0 is not allowed. Okay, and then return a divided by b. Okay, then try. You have to put this block into try because it checks for b value and a as well. Okay, if a is greater than 0, then only it will work and assertion will not trigger. And for b value is greater than 0 or b is not equal to 0, then this b will run. Okay, let's see. Result is equals to div x per ab. Print result of ab is result, except error assertion error as ae, except division error as jd, except value error input valid input invalid input. Okay, so let's see. If you put a is equal to 10, then it's a smooth running of the program, and b equal to 2, then no error will come and it will run without any assertion or error. Okay, so if you give a value is less than 0, that is -5, and b equal to 3, then it will raise an assertion error. Okay, and if you give a value is greater than 5, that is 0. Okay, and b equal to 0, then it will raise 0 division error. Okay, so I hope you get the program. Let's see the next one. Develop a program to sort content of a text file and write sorted content into a separate file. Okay, so you have to sort contents of a file, and you have to store it on another file, that is sorted file. Okay, so let's see. Sort file content, you have to first make a function for the sorted file name, output file name. Okay, with open input file name as read mode, as in file lines is equals to infile.read lines, strip new line characters and sort. Sorted line equals to sorted line dot strip for line in the line. It will strip the all the gaps in between the lines and will stored into the sorted line. Okay, write sorted line into output file with open output file name write mode as out file. For lines in sorted line, you have to out file that out file dot write line plus this is new line character. Okay, so it will write every line and then move to the next line. Okay, so print content sorted and return to output file name successfully except file not found. If and this try block will catch an error, then it will accept this. Okay, then accept exception E, an error occurred. Okay, so if uh, any word that you give as an error, then this true will run. Okay, so input file input.txt, output file sort output.txt, sort file component input file, we are calling the function here, and then it will go to this and it will go inside the try block. The file name will be like the input file name will be opened in read mode, and this operation will be performed and the output you will get as this. Like if you get the input X as this banana apple mango cherry, and you will get output as apple banana cherry mango A B C and N. Okay, so I hope you understood. Let's move to the fifth module. Write a program to explain pure function and modifier function. So let's see what actually the pure function is. A function that does not modify any global or external state. Okay, that is the pure function. It only uses its input to return a value without side effects. And modifier function, what it does, just opposite of pure function, it actually modifies the external or global variables, causing a side effects. Okay, let's see. Number equal to, we are having a number in list, def get double list nums, return x square, sorry, x into 2 for x in num. Okay, so this is the thing. If def double in place nums for I in range len of nums, num I is equal to I into 2. Okay, nums I is equals to I into 2. Okay, so original list is equals to original list number. Okay, using pure function, how you can deal it, new list is equals to get double list numbers. Like you have a function here, get double list for pure function, and numbers you are passing, and the numbers here is after pure function no modification numbers, new list pure function result is new list. So you will take this value and put it here, so you will get new list as this new list. Okay, this one. All right, so double in place number, you are calling double in place numbers by putting these numbers into this num, and after modify function, modify numbers will be printed. Okay, so this number will return from here and it will printed in this place. Okay, so you will get the result as original list is 1 2 3 4 5 6. After pure function, not be 1 2 3 4 5. New list pure function result is 2 4 6 8 10. Okay, so the pure function result will be this. After modifier function, it will be this result. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you all. Since see how it is doing, like get double list, it's in the pure function. So x into 2, like every number is like doubled. Okay, so see every number is doubled. Pure function has no effect, so it will remain unchanged. And since new list, in new list you have to see a change. Okay, so 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 3 into 2 is 6, 4 into 2 is 8, and 5 into 2 is 10. Okay, according to that logic. Okay, so in modifier function, that is this is the modifier function. Okay, so that is I into 2 for every I in range len of nums. Here is the nums. This number is the nums. Okay, for it will go to 1 2 3 4 5, same it will do, and it will twice that number. Okay, so I hope you got that program. Let's move to this second one. Define a function which takes two objects representing complex number and returns new complex number with the addition of two complex number. Okay, define a suitable class complex to represent a complex number. we have to define a suitable class complex to represent that complex number. Okay, develop a program to read n complex number and to compute the addition of n complex number. See, we have to define a complex class in which we are defining any init class. Okay, so it's a self class and real equal to 0, image equal to 0. Okay, imaginary equal to 0 and real equal to 0. Self dot real equal to, we are initializing the value over here, real and imaginary. Okay, that is variable. Okay, and self read self real self dot real equal to float input. We are taking the input of real parts and imaginary part over here, and we are displaying that results. Okay, self dot real, self dot imaginary. Okay, so now we are adding the into another imaginary number, that is self and other. It's complex self dot real plus other plus real, self dot imaginary plus other dot imaginary. Okay, so n is equals to first complex number here. If n is less than 2, n must be greater than or equal to 2. So this is the condition over here which is given in question. Okay, so else some complex is equals to complex. So complex is called here. So where is complex function? So this is complex class. So these all will be called. Okay, so for I is range n, enter complex number I plus 1. Temp equal to complex will be called, temp dot read will be called. So temp dot read is this. Okay, some complex is equals to some complex dot add temp will be called. So in add, temporary will be stored, like this two value will be stored, and for self and other this two value will be the parameters. Okay, so this is whole the program is, and the output you can see it like this. All right, so just have a look on this program, and let's move to the third one, that is define a class and object. Construct the class called rectangle and initialize with height 100 200. Okay, so this is default argument. Starting point as this. Write a program display the center point coordinates of a rectangle. Okay, so we are having this init function in which self height with xy. Okay, so self dot height is equals to height, self dot width is equals to width. This is initialization of variables. Self dot x is equals to x, self dot y is equals to y. Starting x coordinate, that is starting x coordinate and starting y coordinates. Def center self. Okay, center x is equals to self x plus self width divided by 2. It's a center point formula. Okay, so remember this. Center y is equals to self y plus self height divided by 2. Return center of center y. So it is to return the center value. Okay, so the rectangle, the center of the rectangle. Okay, so rectangle is equals to rectangle, height equal to 100, width equal to 200, x is equals to 0, y is equals to 0. This is the default parameters. Okay, let's see the get center coordinate. How to get the center point is equals to rect dot center. Okay, so rect dot center will be called. So this is the rect dot center, means rect is the object and center is the function. Then this will be the call, and this will return to this function, and this function will be printed where it will be printed here, center point 1. Okay, so center point will be printed here. So the output will be center of the rectangle is at center point 0 and center point 1. So center point 0 what it is, that is 100, and center point 1 according to this formula if you calculate, that is 50. Okay, so this was about the programs in Python, introduction to Python programming. Okay, so yeah, this is the PDF. This question appears in PYQ. Okay, so just have a look on this program and study well for your exam. So best of luck for your exam, and bye bye.